So I felt like from basically like a little before halfway through, he really started making noticeable changes to me. And then by the end, I was like, wow, like you can just kind of look back and see how far we came. I'm Stephanie Javed. This is Jacob, and he's 9 years old. We're from Vineyard, Utah. He had problems reading. When we went to the optometrist, they said that he was just going to have B+ vision. We patched him when he was younger because we knew that he had a vision issue. But as he has gone through his elementary school years, his reading was just really slow and stuttering, and we're like, we've done different reading help, but this seemed like a good option to try to help him. How we found vision therapy was through my sister-in-law. Her daughter was complaining of eye pain, and so they came in to get help with that. And as a side benefit, her reading took off and she started really doing well with reading. And he was struggling with reading, and we had done tons of different programs to try to help him because I thought it was more of a reading problem, even though I knew he had vision problems. So when my sister-in-law mentioned how well her daughter did with reading, I was like, well, maybe we could see this as a reading help. And it has. He's just drastically taken off in those 4 months that we've done vision therapy. He's really improved. My impression of vision therapy was that I had never heard of it. I didn't know if it was going to work. You Google things online and you go, is this going to work? I don't know, because there's conflicting information, the internet. My only concern, honestly, was how expensive it was if it didn't work. That was my concern, because for us, our insurance didn't cover it. So that is my true and honest thing. However, having said that, best investment I've ever made. I actually felt like it was pretty easy. We've done speech therapy, we've done all these different therapies, and this one was the easiest, parent-friendly one for me. We would go and initially you have that exam where you're meeting with them, but generally you go and you drop them off. They have their 40-minute appointment, and then you go and learn what their homework is so that you can help them accurately at home instead of guessing what they did. So we know what the assignments were. You take it home. It depended on the day, or the week rather, of what assignments there were. There were some assignments he just zipped through. There were other assignments that were more complicated, that took a little more effort, that took a little bit more thinking, I guess, for him to do. But I'd say generally we would spend anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes on it per day. But it was really one of these things where he actually ended up reminding me of it. I think just the motivation with the little, like your little dollar system, he was excited to work for his prizes. So he ended up being, a reminder for me for it. He really loved his therapist that he was working with, so I think that helped too. I started noticing probably about 6 weeks in. So we'd been doing it kind of like, I'm not sure what exactly we're doing, because some of the exercises were like working with big motor skills, and I was like, I'm not sure how this translates down to, I didn't understand how it translates down to him being able to be a better reader, But I don't know, all of a sudden, we've been working on reading and everything every day, but all of a sudden it was getting faster and it was getting more accurate, and he wasn't skipping lines. So maybe if I had known what to look for, you know what I mean? But that's when I noticed it. Was about 6 weeks into this process. I go, something's changing, and I can see it. So I felt like from basically like a little before halfway through, he really started making noticeable changes to me. And then by the end, I was like, wow, like you can just kind of look back and see how far we came. The best thing that Jacob got out of vision therapy was liking to read. I have caught him reading by himself, unprompted, and he's never really done that before. So that was big. I would recommend vision therapy to anyone who's got a struggling reader, because it has just made such a difference for us. I was telling my sister who works in the schools about it, and she was sharing it with the teachers, because I just think a lot of people don't know this even exists. And I know that there's different types of reading problems and different types of things like that, but I just feel like having the control over your eyes, it takes like the heavy lifting off of learning how to read. And I just feel like it's just been life-changing. So Sight Vision Therapy Clinic is awesome. Staff has been amazing. The therapists have been awesome. Dr. Duval has been so friendly and kind, and he just goes out of his way to make things easier for us and to meet our needs, and he does the extra things. So I really would highly recommend it.
My favorite part of vision therapy was learning, like, I could read more, and like the prizes I thought were fun. I liked baseball tracking. One hand's doing like home, first, second, third, home, and one hand's going like L, home, M, second, and then you just do that till the chart's done.